Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the tiny chip that has quietly become the brain behind our entire smart, connected world. You know, just think about it for a second. We're surrounded by smart stuff. Our watches, our light bulbs, you can even get a smart coffee maker. But what is it that actually gives them their smarts? What lets them hop on your Wi-Fi and listen to your phone? Well, the answer is usually smaller than your thumb. To really get it, you have to understand this thing called a system on a chip, or SoC for short. And this isn't just a processor. No, it's a whole computer. The processor, the memory, the wireless radios, everything's squeezed onto one tiny slice of silicon. It's both the brain that does the thinking and the voice that does the talking for a smart device. And the real hero of our story, the SoC that has totally changed the game for makers and big companies alike, is called the ESP32. It is a tiny, low-cost powerhouse that, believe me, punches way, way above its weight. So what do we mean by superpowers? Because we're not just talking about a small upgrade here. This was a massive leap forward in what a tiny, affordable chip could do. To really get a sense of this, let's compare it to something most of us know, the classic Arduino Uno. An Uno chugs along at 16 megahertz with one single core. The ESP32, it's a dual-core beast running at up to 240 megahertz. That's not an upgrade. That's like trading in your bicycle for a fighter jet. Oh, and did I mention it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built right in? No extra shields or modules needed. And it gets better. That dual-core processor is a real game changer. It means you can have one core handling all the messy Wi-Fi stuff, while the other core is totally dedicated to running your code. Plus, it has all this other stuff built in, like sensors that can detect a finger's touch or a magnet getting close. These were all things you used to have to buy and wire up separately. Now, here's a really important thing to know. ESP32 isn't just one chip. It's a whole family. You've got the original workhorse that's great for most projects, but then you have the S3, which is designed for running artificial intelligence right there on the device. Or the C3, which is super cheap, perfect for when you need to make thousands of something. And now there's even the C6, bringing the latest Wi-Fi 6 tech to smart home gadgets. Okay, so with all this power, dual cores, AI stuff, different versions, you're probably thinking, this has got to be a total nightmare to program, right? Well, the answer is actually one of the best parts of this whole story. Not at all. And this is where the creators, a company called Espressive, did something genius. They made sure the ESP32 works perfectly with the Arduino programming environment. This means that millions of people who already know Arduino can just jump right in and start using this incredibly powerful chip without having to learn a whole new system from scratch. And getting started is ridiculously simple. It's literally just a few steps. You tell the Arduino software where to find the ESP32 files online, click a button to install them, and then pick your board from a list. You can seriously go from taking the chip out of the bag to running your first program in under 10 minutes. So we've established it's powerful and we've established it's easy to use, which brings us to the most exciting part. What can you actually make with this thing? Honestly, the sky's the limit. We're talking about things like weather stations that post data online, smart home controllers that you build yourself, robots you can drive from a web browser, even interactive art pieces. Basically, if your project needs to send something and then talk to the internet, the ESP32 is your go-to. Okay, so you're inspired. You see the potential. But for a lot of us, there's this big question mark. How do you actually get from blinking a single light to building one of those complex, real-world robots we were just talking about? And that's exactly where having a clear, guided path can make all the difference. For example, learning kits like the Innovator Box from TechSage Labs are built specifically to be that bridge, to get you from theory to actual practice. See, a kit like this isn't just a random box of components. It's a whole learning system. It's designed to walk you, step by step, through building the exact kinds of projects we've been dreaming up. Real Internet of Things devices, advanced robots, and yet even getting your feet wet with practical AI on the ESP32. You learn by actually doing. At the end of the day, that's the whole point. It's about moving beyond just watching videos or reading articles and actually getting your hands dirty. It's about building real things, because that's how you truly learn and gain the confidence to make your own ideas come to life. So there you have it. From smart homes to robotics to AI on the edge, the ESP32 has put an unbelievable amount of creative power into our hands. The tools are powerful, they're affordable, and they're easier to use than ever. The only question left is, what are you going to create?